So we've learnt about how brass instruments create their sounds through buzzing. How are you going to train your pupils to buzz? Well, the first thing we need to make a buzz is flow of air. And we've spoken about taking a nice breath in. Let's talk about what to do with that air now it's inside us. Basically, the air is to flow. No flow, no vibration. The other thing we need in our lips is a hole for the air to pass through, which I'm going to call the aperture. So no aperture, no vibration. No flow, no vibration. So playing a brass instrument is basically about balancing airflow and aperture. The tighter the lips, the smaller the aperture, the more energy the air needs to have to get a buzz going. The more relaxed the lips, the wider the aperture, the air can be slower and less energetic. But if the aperture is too wide, the lips are too far apart, no buzz will happen. So, let's talk about getting that buzz going. First thing is, there's an important piece of inside knowledge here, which is, with our head up straight, looking straight ahead, what we really need to be able to do is direct the air down a little, about 15 degrees. This is a tried and tested method of getting a good quality result from the vast majority of young brass players. Let me show you how I achieve that. I ask them to imagine that their arm is at 90 degrees, then they're going to relax it down to by about 15 degrees. We're going to imagine that our fingers are candles and they're alight. Head up straight, looking straight ahead. Let's try and blow those candles out without moving our head. This will force us to get that 15-degree angle. So if we now take the mouthpiece with that 15-degree angle, that's the kind of placement we want. Rise in the middle of the lips, in the middle that way, in the middle that way, and pointing at our 15-degree angle. Great, we've got a buzz going. If any of your pupils have a problem getting a buzz going, here's a few hints and tips. 1, you need to have an aperture. However, the lips might be too far apart. So you could try, with a problem buzzer, asking them to place their lips together and blowing air until the buzz begins. A little like this. Easier with the mouthpiece. You probably get quite a high pitch because the lips are being placed together. If the lips are clamped too tight, we won't get a buzz. Some brass players and some brass playing teachers like to use a P letter to get a buzz started. I don't advocate that. Because it's starting to use the lips as a valve to create note length, and that's not good practice for later. So personally, I would advise you not to allow that to happen. By the same measure, you might meet some pupils who are singing at the same time as buzzing, so they hear you doing this, and they think you're doing this. And then they might even get both things going. Well, that's quite an advanced contemporary technique. We don't need that right now. So no singing, please, whilst we're buzzing. The other thing, which is rarer, but some people have heard that playing a brass instrument is like blowing a raspberry. So they do this. And some ingenious, skillful children will be able to use their tongue as a bottom lip and play like this. Again, we're going to need the tongue later for different things, so that's not a good way to make a buzz. I hope there's a few useful hints and tips there about getting your first buzz going. Enjoy.